People are very busy, and I understand that.
Yeah.
So my goal now is to get the message out of how important this election is to everybody in the community.
Yeah.
This is a super, super important election, and I'm running against my boss. Okay.
Right. And he's not your enemy.
He wasn't my enemy at first,
right.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's not an enemy at this point, but I mean,
right.
I respect him for his position, but
does it feel like that?
I feel like I've been targeted. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I've talked to people about that, but it's not a road I want to go down to right now.
Right. Hey, thank you for joining me on another episode of Beyond Business. So today I got a guest that was, usually I don't go back this soon with somebody, but I met this guy here maybe a month or couple months ago. And since then, I seen some shit pop up that was kind of affected the reason that he came in here and we had met to begin with, and we're going to dig into it a little bit. This is the guy who is running for sheriff still here in Macon County. Thanks for coming back, Shane Beck.
I'm glad to be back. Man. Yeah. Wish it wasn't on these terms.
Right.
But, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, and people who don't know, so Shane came in. He's got a hell of a campaign going just to get a new start for the county, and he's just got a different view and maybe a broader picture than what's currently in the seat. And after coming here, he's been doing some pretty heavy campaigning. You see a lot of signs, you see a lot of shirts, a lot of hats. Well, I guess a technicality arose to where, why don't you tell us this? I mean, to me, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but this seems like the most petty shit I've ever heard of in my life.
I agree, it's petty, and
but it was really what is it? So when you say you're going to be sheriff, you submit a document saying this is.
Yeah. You go to the county clerk's office and they give you a packet.
Okay.
They basically base your signature count that you need to get off of the past election turnout.
Okay.
There's a certain percentage factor in there, and that's the way they decide. I had to have 178 signatures. Had to have.
This is to be able to run.
To be able to be placed on the ballot. Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep. So basically, I had to go out and get 178 signatures. Then I had to have them sheets notarized. There's a rule in the statute that states that these sheets needed to be numbered, like just the petition pages themselves.
Sure.
So we counted them, and there's 28 pages, and they write down the number on another sheet, and it's basically a receipt that they give you that you are certified and you
submitted this number
packet.
of pages.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and there is a place on the bottom of the sheet that I didn't even pay attention to, and it said sheet number. It doesn't say page number. Sure. It says sheet number. And it's 100% my fault. I did not number the pages.
So 1 through 28, that's what the problem was.
It just needed to have a 1 through 28 on it, yep.
So you turn these into wherever you turn them in, downtown, the clerk's office or whatever?
County clerk's office.
Okay, yeah. So at that time...
deadline.
So did this all come about because you got done, and then the county clerk reaches out and says, hey, dude, this is not correct. You did it wrong? Or...
I'm not sure on the actual who...
Is it something where, I guess that's it, is it like something where your opponent is digging for something that's wrong?
My assumption is, and he calls it speculation, but
sure.
He responded that I was speculating that that's how it happened, but I can tell you that anything that affects his campaign, he's going to know about it. So no matter who seen it, he had something to do with it, and that's fine. It's my mistake.
You're taking the weight.
I'm dealing with the problem, the consequences from it, and I'm going to overcome from it.
So is there consequences, or is it really as simple? I mean, of course there's consequences, but I mean, we kind of just discussed it briefly, and we could do it right now.
And we kind of did when we talked last time. Yeah. My whole goal was when I came out to run against him, my thought was I'm going to need to cut out half of his voter base, and I'm going to have to bring out a new voter line, like some people that don't generally come to the election. Yeah, and get them there. Right. And obviously, like I said before, it's a non-presidential election. It's usually a low turnout election because of it being a non-election year primary. Right. But like I say, the thing is I think he showed me when I was in Tanner's office getting my form to be a write-in candidate, and I'll get into that in a minute. Yeah. But basically, I asked him to show me the last primaries results and things like that, and I think it was 10,500 Republicans came out and voted in that election. We have 60,000 plus in our community. Wow. and that's very low.
Yeah. Oh, so you're going, let's just get everyone who is affected, which is everyone, involved. Is that kind of it?
Yeah.
So it's easy for us. I've even been in the boat to where if it doesn't feel like it directly affects me, then it's like, whatever.
I know.
More signs, more talk. But
well, I think,
this is a position, this is different. You know what I mean?
This affects a lot of people.
Just life.
It affects anybody that we would come in contact with. It affects anybody that any of our deputies, our jail command, our parole, any of these guys, probation people, anybody that's having contact with a person that we're dealing with a case, whatever.
Yeah.
The way that our people work and act, it all comes from home. I mean, if you treat people right in your inside your business, they're going to be good people to the people they come in contact with generally.
Right.
And if you find out they're not, you work with those people to get them to be better,
So over the past couple years, you guys have lost deputies.
Definitely.
And do you know these people?
I do. Yeah.
Do you know do they leave? I don't know. Is the work environment conducive to them exiting their job earlier?
I physically, before I, got real far out there running this, because that is one of the reasons I ran.
Because you're going, where are we going?
Attrition. It's like I'm seeing guys with many, many years of service upset and leaving.
Oh, it was upset and leaving.
Yes. And I mean, and then, generally, you, like I say before, the whole saying, you don't leave a bad job, you leave a bad boss.
Sure.
These guys, we talk.
Yeah.
That's and I don't care what kind of atmosphere job you work in, whether it's McDonald's, whether it's Walmart, or whether it's a sheriff's office.
Yeah.
The cadets are going to talk to each other.
For sure.
Whether they're at work talking or whether they're at home talking or at the bar talking, at
lunch
an event,
break,
whatever.
Yeah,
they're going to talk.
Yeah.
So it's like, they come up and they announce or discuss with certain things or decisions that have been made, maybe positions that have been pulled, and not all of it's, Jim's fault. There's reasons that certain things have to happen. When our attrition goes down, we have to pull specialty positions to fill the gaps of what we have underneath that, the people on the street, protect the neighborhoods. So, once you start losing the help, it's not like a simple replacement. Even a lateral transfer, we're generally going to put them through at least a 6 to 8 week FTO program to make sure they understand. We don't want to set no one up for failure.
Right.
There's too much chance of them doing something that could involve them losing their credentials as a law enforcement officer. It could influence us having a lawsuit against the department and them.
Right.
So you want to give them a brief feel of how we do our stuff, make sure they understand our manual, our system, what we expect.
Right.
So you're looking.
Well, even as someone taking a lateral, you have to go, why do they have positions open? You know what I mean? If you were the one taking
it's it's normal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's very, very normal right now to see low numbers in the police stations. That's why you're seeing a lot of people offering these bonuses. Like we're offering a $5,000 sign-on bonus for laterals. DPD's been doing it for a couple years now.
Yeah.
I know Champaign does it, McLean does it, So
is it just because of the unpopularity of the job these days? I think
a lot of it is since the George Floyd stuff, the bad publicity, the Safety Act has been horrible for us.
Yeah, that still doesn't. I still don't understand.
No,
at all.
And it's like it's almost like a law enforcement officer is guilty until proven innocent, and it's like it's up to the administration to keep those guys safe and keep lawsuits off the department, things like that. But it's like, it's not a favorable position like it used to be. I mean, it's still, I feel, a very proud position, and it's something that, I take very great pride in having. Yeah. And most of the guys that I work with and know in the DPD or county, they're very proud to be what they are. Well,
you're one of the, and maybe there's a lot of you that are like this. I really don't know, but you're one of the people who just crush the bad narrative of law enforcement from the very first handshake. You know what I mean? You kind of go, you're kind of just I say normal. Yeah. I don't really know what the hell normal is, but I don't feel like there's a few officers that I met that are even older that I could have met them and they didn't have their badge on, and we could have had a conversation. And by the end of that, I still wouldn't have known they had a badge in their pocket.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think, that's huge.
It's getting more common. I think it's more of the training aspect of how they're training into us at the academies now.
Yeah.
And getting rid of the older guys and attrition just over retirement attrition. I think you're going to start seeing more of a change, too.
It's a sensitive world we're in. So you guys have a difficult job. Yeah. I mean, everybody is so different.
We call it a LETSB, but it's the Illinois Law Enforcement Standards Training Board. It's what dictates a lot of it's basically what handles our certifications as law enforcement officers.
Yep.
Any kind of training that we take, it has to be approved through a LETSB, things like that. Right. But, there are standards of training based on these big events like Floyd and stuff like that. Obviously they've raised the bar on what our training standards and our requirements are per year. Like, so I think I said last time, the CIT, the criminal interventional training, crisis intervention training, you got to be able to handle these people with the mental illness, the addiction issue and stuff like that.
Right.
So you're overtraining on things that we once didn't. So, I mean, this is turning us into more of a response type person of like, hey, it's not just a problem with one thing being wrong.
Right.
There's a reason there's something wrong. So if we don't have to use force right away, we don't. It used to not be that way. It used to be you just go in, you take care of your business, and you have them in cuffs and
the job is to handle the problem.
Yeah, you just shut it down.
Yeah.
But now you walk in and you look at the deeper portions of it, of trying to examine, almost do a slight, quick investigation.
Sure.
To where maybe you don't have
to... something's not right today for
use
this guy.
So you don't have to use these. Yeah. And everybody wants that. All of us young guys want that. I mean, there's a time when it's like, you're not going to take shit because, this guy's constantly this way or whatever. You're not going to take that.
Right.
And eventually they're going to respect you, or they're just going to stop calling you like that over stupid stuff every time they get high or get messed up or whatever. But I think you had pointed this out last time we talked. It's kind of like it would be hard for most people to go, okay, this was just a negative interaction. It's over. My day still goes on. Here's another person. I can't treat them like shit because this that sucked. That's right.
You know what I mean? Everybody is a fresh, and it could be 100 people in a day. It could be a crowd. Sure. It could be,
It could be one incident with 150 people.
That's it.
And then it's like, you want to go home and just punch your punching bag and say, fuck this. But you can't. You got to come back. You got to be treating, because the next one could be a attempted suicide in a very distraught family. You
could say
you got to totally do
big.
a turnaround. Yeah. So, I mean.
Well, and that's what did you call it before? It was like the escalate and then de-escalate. Being able to
if
it goes
yourself,
up here,
you got to bring yourself down.
Yeah. It's hard.
It is.
It's
not
hard.
normal.
I'm a contractor, and it's hard.
It's not a normal thing. Yeah. It's definitely not a normal thing for anybody to have to do. It's something that you get better at every time you have an adrenaline rush and you have a dump.
And you check it. Dump.
You start understanding how it is with your body. Everybody's a little different.
Yeah.
And it still affects you even though you don't think it is. But
but to have a little control over it, that's powerful.
Yeah, you just got to breathe. And it's
the box breathing.
Yeah.
Right?
So nobody's going to come in and take your equipment and have the timeout and tap out like that commercial on TV.
Right.
It's like you're backing in the truck, bro.
So, okay, so it sucks. You didn't number the pages, whatever. Yep. However, the only difference, right, is now your name is not going to be on that ballot.
Yeah, it's not going to have to be printed.
It's going to be, it'll say right in, and we'll pop it up right now so people can see it. But, I guess what is that process? We go in to vote.
Yep. So basically, since I'm filling out the paperwork and signing up to be a write-in ballot, anytime that somebody does that in the category of that position that you're going for, which mine will be Macon County Sheriff, basically it'll have the incumbent. It'll have an oval with Jim Root, and it'll probably say Republican and incumbent on that. Below that, since there is a write-in that is registered, there'll be an oval, and it'll have a blank line. So you'll have to fill out the oval and then write my first and last name, Shane Beck.
Right. So it's still very doable.
It's very doable.
Yeah,
it's not the end of the world.
Easy spelled name too. So.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't have some crazy German name or something.
Yeah. Beck with a bunch of silent letters.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that does suck, and that is extra step. But
It
what is
definitely puts an arm behind my back, but it doesn't kill me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so what's the trick to making? Let's just say everyone who came out and voted last time, not one single person that came out votes for you. There's still 50,000 more people out there.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So what is the trick? You're kind of been doing it. I feel like your handshaking is just.
I don't go a day without meeting 5 to 10 people.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm off duty, I'm out. If I'm in the grocery store, Rural King, I'll walk up to people and be like, "Hey, have you had any interest in talking about the next election for sheriff?" I'll just bring it up.
Really?
I have no problem with it, you know, because I'm the type of person, you know, I'm a realist, and I know that this is a very, very, I guess, low odd chance of me winning because of this setback. It is going to hurt me. Oh, so it's going to be
in your mind. This just became.
It became very serious. It's
how about last time? I felt like when you left, I felt like fire. You thought you were going to win that shit, no problem.
And I think I could have. I really do.
So it's enough of a setback.
It's enough of a setback now that I
don't know.
Yeah, I really think that it's you know, people are very busy, and I understand that.
Yeah.
So my goal now is to get the message out of how important this election is to everybody in the community.
Yeah.
Everybody that works within any entity at the sheriff's office.
Right.
This is a super, super important election, and
again, it affects the community.
I'm running against my boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Not an enviable
thing. A fellow Republican. That's not normal.
And he's not your enemy.
He wasn't my enemy at first.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's not an enemy at this point, but I mean.
Right. Does it feel like that?
I respect him for his position, but
does it feel like that?
I feel like I've been targeted. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've talked to people about that, but it's not a road I want to go down to right now.
Right. So you're going, it could be not within the realm it should be, but we're just going to leave that alone for now.
I had enough fight already. It is, you know, I'm already dealing with enough headache. It's like, why stir the pot even worse?
Right.
So
that would be, I thought it then, I still think it now. That would just be a really odd going to work all the time.
It's very disturbing. It is.
Like, let me go get my truck.
Yeah.
Do you have to go in, or do you just get on duty? We
have a take-home vehicle, and we have to have our computers logged in by, like, I'm a first shifter now, so I have to be logged in at 5:45.
Oh, so you're not going and reporting in like that?
Yeah, well, we are, but you have to be at squad meeting by 6 a.m.
Oh, so you see him every morning?
Mm-hmm. Not him, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah,
I rarely see him.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you where you can see, him is a shift over here at Mueller.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I've heard that story too. Yeah.
I don't know.
Either Mueller or the Devon.
Yeah. So what? Can we talk about that? Just your take on that?
I don't feel like it's right for a sheriff to be working off-duty jobs. I feel like.
So last time we talked, I won't even say a number, but I think police officers have always been underpaid, kind of like teachers. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But then when we talked, I think I asked you, and I'm always one of them that I don't care if someone tells me they don't want to tell me, but it's like, what kind of money do you make? And you, as a sheriff, and you told me, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, he can make
that's
a ton
a great
of money.
way. I mean, it's a great income.
It's a very good income.
Yeah, different
more
than
than
coming
enough
on
money
as a sheriff.
for living in the middle of Macon County to survive very well.
Yeah.
Generally, you have a spouse that's working.
And those are obviously salary. I mean, that's
it's a public information. It's $160 a year,
but it's a salary spot. Like, it's not this many hours necessarily.
Right. He I don't think he has any mandate of what he has to be there. Maybe 1 or 2 days a week or whatever. But
yeah, you make good enough money and you have a high enough position. You don't need a side hustle.
No, you shouldn't. And I don't think he's economically challenged or anything like that. I think he's just
opportunist.
Yeah, I mean, he's seeing that it's available and it's there, and he's doing it. You know, and that's his choice. I mean, I just feel like as a sheriff that's going to get a salary like that, I think the expectation would be to be a steward to your county.
Right.
And always ready to respond. Always, if something's going on in the workplace, you know, if you've got a guy like, say, if I was in his shoes dealing with a person sitting here like me right now, I'd be wanting to talk to this guy.
Right.
He don't want to talk to me. You know?
Right.
I would say he wants to get rid of me.
Right.
Most likely.
If it had it his way, you'd just...
I'd vanish.
Yeah. Fair.
Sure. Yeah.
Is it because you challenged the throne and that's just it?
You know...
So here's what I've heard since I talked to you. I don't even think we talked about this before. But was it he's supposed to only be a sheriff for a few years? Like, he was supposed to have not ran a couple times since he ran. Is that correct? Like, his original plan was short term.
I heard I've heard several rumors and 100% rumor speculation.
Same.
But I've heard that he was, well, I know for sure that he had put a number 2 position out there for a promotion. And I chose not to do that because, I planned on running for the top.
Right.
I'd already made my decision at that point when that letter came out.
Right.
But when he put that letter out, it was more of the thing of he would do it as he wanted whoever to take that position to have a want to be a sheriff someday.
Right.
And he would try to help them in that endeavor. So
take the spot eventually.
I've heard everything from rumors from that he was going to give it up this year and let his number 2 take it over, to everything from that he didn't think that his number 2 could beat me in an election, so he was going to have to run this term just to take it over.
Who is? Can you say who is his number 2?
It's Chief Deputy Matt Chidliska.
Okay, all right.
I think he's been a deputy for 18, 19, maybe 20 years.
Right.
I've worked on the SRT team with him, and
right.
Yeah. So I've worked hand in hand with him for a long time.
Yeah. So is it small enough, the department small enough that it's almost like you're either team Beck or team, within the department? Is there certain guys that you're like, I guess we don't talk to each other anymore either, huh? Okay.
Very, very few that I don't have to worry about. But no, there's very few that I have to not talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got, like I say, last time I think we talked, I had you edit out, but I have a very strong majority of our department behind me.
Oh, okay.
And I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't.
Right.
That would be stupid.
Yes, it would be.
Like I had mentioned previously,
fight for people who don't want me. That's crazy. Yeah.
Like I had mentioned previously, it's like I need to take half of his voter base. Well, if I take half the department that used to support him away from him, what's that do for me? That's a lot of people talking.
Yeah.
And it's a doable thing, and I think I'm beyond 50%. So
right.
It's just a matter of.
Well, when you said that people are busy, was that you saying that you understand that not everyone can prioritize voting, but it just needs to happen? This needs to happen for our community.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trickle down, a lot of people go sheriff's department, that's just like people arresting people, right?
Right.
And it's really way, way, way bigger community-wise than...
Yeah. It's huge.
Than the cops or whatever, you know what I mean?
We need to do preventative, crime statistic stuff too. We need to work with our youth, like I said last time. Yep. The biggest thing that we could do is somehow get grants written or something to get a juvenile facility in our town.
Right.
We're constantly have to haul these juveniles clear across to Peoria or somewhere like Champaign. And we've got plenty of problem children here that we could take care of here and have a facility where we could make income off of as well.
I had a police officer tell me that he's like, it blew. This was within the last couple of years. He said it blows me away. He goes, there's kids that are criminals, right? They're young, and they know that we can't do anything.
Yeah, and they push it to the limit.
He said they'll commit a crime on the other side of town and then let the people call the cops just so I have to take them home.
Yep, it's crazy.
It's like, what?
It's unreal to see what these kids are like. It's not like it used to be.
Well, but it's also going. There used to be Webster Cantrell Hall right there.
Yeah.
There also used to be a spot downtown that you know what I think that's it. That's the shit that fades away that at the public we don't even realize it. It's part of a system that worked.
And there's such a huge group of older men, not all older either. I was just at the transit center working a shift last Thursday. And the security guy from Eisenhower, Banner, came over, and he's helping direct the kids. And 3 guys from Old King's Orchard came over, and they were all 3 different ages. One was probably in his late 20s, one would have been probably maybe 40, and the other one in his late 50s, early 60s.
Right.
But they want to help see these teens not get in trouble.
Right.
So they come up to the transit at the time that these kids are getting out of school, because that's where we have a lot of fights and a lot of trouble there.
Okay.
Because they take a single bus to there from the school, and then they get on their transfer bus at that location to go to the area they're at.
So that's the middle spot that everyone bumps
for about an hour, you got an influx of maybe 75 to 125 students all at once in one general area. So the chance of a fight, especially in nicer weather, is a little bit more.
Hanging.
First thing they did this time was to throwing snowballs immediately, and I knew that was going to happen right off the bat.
That was some good snowball snow.
It was almost ice snow.
Yeah.
So I had to go out and stop that, but then all these guys showed up, and it just made you feel good because they want to see these
Same
kids
team,
succeed, man.
The team is, we want this people to be better, no matter how. Yeah.
So it was pretty awesome to see them guys come up in there and help and want to be there and just having a conversation with them. They were there for the right reasons.
Right.
You know, they want to show love to these kids. Yeah. They want to try to push them in the right direction, you know.
Yeah.
Because you look around one corner and one of them's got a vape and 4 or 5 are over there hitting a vape.
Sure.
It's like, so you got to go over, clear that out. And it's like, they're going to get in trouble.
They're kids,
kids, it's going to happen. Yeah. The whole thing is, it's like back in.
But if you can keep it to where that is trouble,
it's not a criminal.
Yeah, if that's as bad as we get, that's great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think that's what we need is more peer groups that are willing to step up. And we've had a lot of good guys over the past, you know, like Shamel Sanders. I mean, he's super good dude, man. He takes care of these young kids. You know, he lost his daughter in a senseless shooting. And every time I see that man, he comes up to me, shakes my hand, and just a blessing to see him every time.
Well, yeah, I think, again, it's the community thing in going, if we can show the younger generation that it's not us, it's not police versus not police.
Right.
It's not law versus
older generation versus younger generation.
Right. It's like, everything is good. Let's make it work everywhere.
We need you to be successful, you know, because you're our future.
Yeah. So what do you, so basically it's, you think the 20% of our population that comes out to vote, is that because the people, they're the ones who listen to the people in the town who think they are in charge of what everyone does?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. There's a group of guys, you know, in this town that's well known for their choices and their decisions because of their wealth or their status in the community.
Sure.
And I think it's people are getting tired of this crap. You know, I mean, it's kind of time for the regular human, you know, that goes to work every day to start making some decisions in our county.
Right.
And that was one thing that I've said from the start of my campaign was, you know, I've been very fortunate to be acquainted with a lot of very wealthy people, you know, and I've met, they're just good people.
Right.
They deserve everything they got.
Right.
You know, and they earned it. And I've met some very wealthy people that I wouldn't want to sit in a room with. You couldn't
pay me to listen to your advice.
No. And it's like...
Well, no, it's entitlement. We have a group in our community that's the entitled elites, right?
And I understand it, you know, and I mean...
I don't know.
I think every community's probably got that group, you know.
Sure.
And it's in the men and the women.
Yeah.
You know, I really, truly, you know, didn't feel welcomed by the Republican Party, like our area Republican Party.
Right.
And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that my opponent's on the committee. You know, he's a co-chair.
Well, and that's this certain group that we're just talking about. They're the ones that it would have went completely different if you would have went and asked. As stupid as that sounds,
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
May I have your blessing?
I know.
And it's like,
fuck? I'm thankful that there's elections. You know, I hope that people will realize how important it is that we do have elections.
Yeah.
And don't take it for granted.
Right.
They do have a voice. And if you want a sheriff that's going to come out there and he's going to respond at any time of day, any time of night, you know, to help his fellows that are working with him, the community members that are being affected.
Right.
I'm your guy. I'm going to be the guy that's going to be there 110%. And, you know, I feel, you know, he wants to put me down because of my experience level in the department.
Which is a decade.
Yeah, it's 10 years. Yeah.
Right. It's such, that's experience. I don't know. It's
experience, and it's like I made the sergeant list.
Yeah.
But the thing that I've come to know about our department, it's either you're their choice or you're not their choice.
Right.
And they'll let a list expire just to get what they want on their list.
Right.
You know, it ain't because 5 guys achieved the standards to fill a vacancy. It's their guy didn't fill that vacancy.
Right.
So it's the good old boy bullshit.
I was going to say, you're just ruffling feathers. That is fucking required in real life. Ruffling feathers is required.
I feel like the good old boy stuff needs to go bye-bye.
Yeah.
You know, and that's through the entire spectrum of law enforcement. You know, like one of our bigwigs getting himself in some trouble, you know, out in the community, and then we or somebody in our administration may feel that they need to help
brush that.
Not hide it, but you know, keep it a little hush.
Sure.
You know, so you know, I'm not that sheriff.
Right. How about we don't fuck up if we don't want it on the news?
If you ever watch podcasts and watch Judge Grady, that's the guy I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be straight up and honest and vocal.
You knew and I knew going in what was happening.
Yeah, this ain't rocket science, man. This is ABC. It's just a matter of filling out your equation. You know.
Well, you said it before, and I think you were talking about being a manager in business as well as the position you're going for now is. You just set standards. People hang themselves or exceed the standard. You know what I mean? It's usually where you go, that's how I parent, bro.
Yeah.
It's like I don't argue with my kids because it goes, let's go back to the rules. What were they again?
Yeah.
Okay, then we don't even have to talk. Yeah. Don't be mad at me. I didn't.
Right. But I feel like, you know, the management side of the whole deal where he's saying that I lack my experience and his blowhards.
Sure.
You know, he's got a common blowhard that thinks carries a lot of weight in this town, and he comments on everything.
Right.
And he thinks that I'm a great guy, but I just don't have the experience. And the dude don't know my ass from a hole in the ground. You know, I'm sorry.
He knows what he was told to say or what someone else's opinion is.
He's one of those blowhards that thinks he's entitled, that thinks he's got an opinion that should be listened to in this town. Right. That's what he is.
Yes. I'm speaking.
And I hear you, brother. I hear you. You know, when you're sitting in your fucking recliner and you're sitting there typing your thumbing away. Yeah. So, I'm real proud of you. But like I say, the whole thing is, you know, I'm trying to be a nice dude. I'm trying to be legit about who I want to be for the community. I don't want to badmouth the guy that I'm running against.
Is it becoming hard?
It's becoming very difficult.
Yeah.
Because
you're like, I'm getting attacked.
Yeah. I'm getting attacked by my own Republican side that I'm thinking with, you know, because, and it's like, you know, we was talking before this interview and I was like, you know, I know that the public love us. I do. And the great majority of the public. I've been in drive-thrus. I've been at restaurant tables. People won't even tell us who did it, and they'll buy our dinner.
Right.
You know, there might be three of us eating lunch at the same time, and they buy all three of our dinners. Or we're at a training in Springfield or Champaign, they buy our lunch. Yeah. And it's like sometimes they'll let us know, and we can thank them, and it's cool. But it's like I've never had a job where somebody would do that for you.
Oh, it's cool.
You know,
it is
cool.
Yeah.
And like I'll be in a drive up and there'll be a car in front of me if I'm going through drive to pick up my dinner and my squad that day because we get a half-hour break. Generally, we just go to a fast food,
quick, eat it quick, and keep rolling.
And roll. Yeah. So it's like I know people care.
Someone paid for you.
Yeah. So I know people care for us, and I know that it's the bigger part of the community than the shorter part.
Right.
So, you know, and if you care about your ability to be a voter and to be able to do this, you know, and get out there and make a decision.
But so what's the key to do that? How do we get How do we get younger people different? I mean, whether gender, race, regardless, how do we get under 30, under 25 even?
I think the younger group is easiest probably to get because they're so technical savvy. I think they could do more research on who the candidates are, and figure out things a little better than some of the older portion of our community. You know,
they're only going on hearsay.
They're going on hearsay, what they saw last before they got to the polling booth. Sometimes it could be one sign they saw just last night.
Which is,
you just don't know.
It is a game too. That's part of the game. You're playing it well.
I'm playing it as best as I can. He is as well. And but like I say, it's just a matter of taking advantage of a privilege that's very, very important that we have of voting, and utilizing it. You know, and then get out there and do it, and understand what you're voting for.
Oh, so
the other thing too, he's had his 2 terms.
Right.
He's had 2 terms.
Yep.
I think he's had a fair enough time to show the public something spectacular, which I have not seen.
Has there been any positive change, any positive moves, or has it been more loss?
Everything that he's basically done has either been mandated or it was a need. You know, like we just updated our IT system. It was a need because of certain other entities within our...
Right. It wasn't awesome brainstorm.
The city dealt with
required.
it. You know, the dispatch center was kind of requiring an issue. And we had to make a choice of what system we went with.
Sure.
And, you know, between the sheriff and DPD, they made a choice.
Yeah. That's not, you don't get kudos for that.
No, the body camera thing that he boasted that's something he brought to the table. Those body cameras, I believe, sat in a closet for a year or 2 before they were even put out.
Sure.
Because nobody wanted to implement the program.
Right. It's more than just push and record.
Yeah, and it's just
right.
And it was mandated by state law that they were activated on all these departments with a certain amount of employees by a certain date. So I mean,
it was a mandate.
It was a mandate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to say that we have a safer department and we have a better trained entity. Well, you know, when you lose, factual? I don't feel it's factual when you lose the hours or years of service of the guys that we lost over the last 5 years. When you take the number of those years versus putting brand new guys in a position, and then a lot of the time before we would go to physical training, now we're actually just doing online training, and you only have to do a certain amount of physical training a year.
Looking for clean, long-lasting focus without the crash? W is designed for anyone who needs sharper thinking and steady energy throughout the day. With coffee fruit extract and neuro-supporting ingredients, it delivers smooth, reliable mental clarity, no sugar, no jitters. Visit dub.gg and use code BeyondBiz for 10% off.
For Let's Be Standards. So, I mean...
Right.
I think, as a business owner, when you tell somebody to go take an hour email training,
right?
Are they really putting that much effort into that hour email training?
We just need to get through it.
Just get through it.
Yeah.
It's multiple tests you take, but I mean, it's the same test. You failed. Take the test over again.
Redo.
Same questions. Same thing as like your driver's license.
Yeah. It wasn't true last time. Must be false.
Yeah, exactly. Or the fourth time you picked the wrong letter. And there's only 4 letters.
Right.
So you got to pick the right one eventually.
So, well, man, it sucks that
I hate that I made the mistake, and I kick myself in the butt all the time. But it's like, you know what? Right? I've already told people, I'm going to walk away from this with my head high either way.
I don't think it's going to affect you as much as you think, man.
I don't know.
People can write a word,
I've
short
had
words.
So much positive feedback from people. I've got a huge older following, and they're willing to walk the streets. So I've got Jim Ashme's helping me make a pamphlet up. We're going to get designed up a Dynographics and something I can put in some hands.
Yeah.
It's going to have the actual literature on the write-in ballot and how to do it.
Perfect.
It's going to have a picture up there on there.
Perfect idea.
Then it's going to have a side where I have what I'm bringing to the table.
Yeah.
What I'm going to be as the sheriff. And then probably do a donation side, to where if anybody has anything they can give. I know it's Christmas. I know it's hard times right now for a lot of people. I understand that. But if they can make
But you also have people that have resources and they go, I don't know how to help.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And it is non-tax deductible, unfortunately.
Right.
But, like I say, I can't stress enough the importance of how many people this can affect. This can affect everybody that our department interacts with.
Right.
Just based on the way I run the place.
Right.
Not that I'm the king, because I'm not the king.
Right.
I'm going to blend with my guys more than I'm going to out myself.
But you feel like
guys.
there are going to be changes implemented when you get to that position that will be noticeable.
There will be, 100%. Yeah. Yes.
So,
and most of it's going to be consistency within departments. Like, we got one group of guys that can wear tattoos and have beards, and one group of the place like up in the jail. You got a guy in one area that has to wear sleeves over their tattoos. You got I don't feel that needs to be. I think we need to just be unison throughout the entire department. People are used to the tattoos.
If you're hired, you're hired.
And, whatever tattoo or beer policy we can have, I don't care. As long as it's clean and you look respectful, you take care of your equipment, you take care of our county residents.
Yeah, look like we pay you to do a job.
You want to be here and do a good job. I'm happy with you.
Yeah, how you trimmed your beard is beside the point.
Yes, really. Help your fellow man, fellow woman.
So I don't like doing this because I'm not casting a bad light at all. I just really want to ask you this. So let's say, if you are or not moving forward, that gets decided what month?
That'll happen.
This fill in, write in. When is that?
The early voting starts in the middle of February.
Okay, and when is
the last 2 weeks? And then March 17th is the actual poll date.
Okay,
so wherever you're registered to vote, that's where you'll have.
So the next day we'll know.
Actually, the way it looks is the way Josh showed me is the only way I'm going to know on election day that night if I had a chance of winning is when they show the number turnout versus what he got cast.
Gotcha.
What he got.
Oh, so it's your...
so like say if he's only got 30% of the vote of how many people came out, there's a chance that I beat him.
Okay. So that's
sense.
middle of March. It does. That's March 17th.
That'll be March 17th, that evening, next morning.
So let's just say, Josh, you get with him and he goes, dude, it's not looking good for you. Do you stay a sheriff?
I plan on it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, you're like, I'm just trying.
I'm not going to say I wouldn't start looking for some opportunities, maybe, but I'm not going to make a major life change. So do you think I'm not a grudge holder? Right. I mean, I'm pissed off now. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. And anybody in my shoes would be for what I went through. And eventually it'll be sold, more clearly. But I'm not going to cut off my nose just to gain an inch.
Right. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Right. And again, it's kind of big of you to go, I'm trying to do something good. If it can't happen, then...
I tell everybody, I work for the people of Macon County.
Right.
And I follow the policies and procedures for the Macon County Sheriff's Office and Jim Root.
Yeah.
But I work for the people in the county. That's how I get up every day and I get my uniform on and I go to work. Right. I don't think about him.
Right.
I think about what can I do good for somebody today. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
No,
you don't. Literally. Because I don't know, I touched on it last time. I still watch them damn videos. I'm like, you guys are fucking crazy.
Yeah, if I had to go in...
I'm walking up to a tinted window car.
Yeah, but I can tell you right now, if I had to go in there just because I had to go in and say hi to him every morning, I would have been gone a long time ago.
Right. Yeah, you're not doing it for his...
I do it for the public.
Yeah.
And most of us do.
You feel like you make a difference? Do you feel personally like you make a difference?
I mean, I'm not the only one, but yes, I do feel like I can make a difference in a lot of people. Because
every interaction can make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you'll get an interaction where you sit there and you don't have to make any communication with nobody.
Right.
But why not?
Right.
Why not talk to these people and be a friend?
Yeah. I just see there was a thing that went viral that there was a dude cop pulled over some lady, and it was like her history was that she had been through some traumatic things with law enforcement.
That's the one where she hugged him.
Yeah, you seen that?
One, yeah.
Dude, that was like, okay.
And that stuff happens every day.
It's the easiest shit that made the biggest deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was serving a paper yesterday, and this lady was being sued for non-paid rent for a property.
Sure.
And as I was serving her the paper, she was going over some details of her life where she had been cheated on by her husband, and that's why she moved back here to be with family again, and she started bawling. So I put my arm around her.
Come on.
And I was like, honey, I'm sorry you're dealing with this. And I said, I wish you weren't. Yeah. And I said, this is one of those things that's just another step to closure.
Right.
So
right. Little bump, another little bump.
Gave her a little hug, gave her a little pep. And
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm that guy that, if I can make somebody smile, or I can make somebody happy, or just give them some understanding of what we're doing,
everything's not. I think there must be some type of training, because you do notice that officers, they're not usually trying to joke, it's kind of keep a normal, just what is it called?
Poker face.
Yes.
Yeah.
No matter what, until we get through whatever's going.
A lot of times that depends. It's the demeanor of what you walk up to.
Right. I was just going to say, it seems like, but some of the guys, it's like, hey, this isn't the time for that, bro.
Yeah, if it's a domestic or if it's a fight, or there's not time to go up there and you're not going to have time to evaluate nothing. You're just going to have to get some peace made and then start talking after that.
Yes.
But there's a lot of times, though, like when you're going up and like it's a domestic and the couples have already kind of separated themselves within the home.
Yeah.
Or if it's nice out, one of them's out on the porch, the other one's in the house.
They know what time it is.
You don't have to go up there like Barney Five and pull your last bullet. And, it's you just basically separate them. You talk to them, try to bring them down to earth.
Right.
Because you never know. It ain't always the person that calls.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's still scary, man. You guys do something. You guys do scary shit, because especially now that it's not. it's a normal thing for someone to get a pistol out and shoot somebody up around here now.
It's normal to find them on a lot
kids
of stops.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, I call them teenagers. They're kids. Shit.
I can tell you the city. I can't even tell you how awesome they are at recovering weapons.
Really?
Yeah, they do a great job.
What do you mean? Like people will shoot and throw the pistol somewhere?
They'll come to a shots fired call, and they'll see suspects that are known to have 32s.
Yeah,
we call them 32s, but it's a weapon. They come across somebody, and generally, if they take off running from them, they're usually trying to dump something, whether it's drugs or a gun.
Yeah.
So they'll always non-contaminate the scene. They'll get a dog out there, and it's like almost every time it's like 32 recovered, 32
It'd be
recovered.
so hard to find something like that in the middle of a neighborhood, right?
But I guarantee the percentages are 80, 90%.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
They're really, really good at what they do. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, I got a guy who used to work for me. He came home from the military and he worked for me for a couple years, and then he bid in, I think 2 years ago, on a nice signing bonus they had, and yeah, he's a Decatur police now. I seen him the other day. I had this idiot over here before, letting him and the other dog running through Fairview Park, and I see this dude running by. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he came and talked. I go, "Oh, you're training. You want to get your ass kicked out these streets?" Yeah. He's like, "I got to stay in fighting shape, babe." Yeah. That was funny. I was just giving him shit.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I say, my biggest goal, Nick, is to try to turn to the heartstrings of people and explain to them how important this vote is.
Yeah.
Get out there. I'm going to put a lot of campaign effort in, obviously, during those times. And if I have to give people rides to the polls, I'll give people the rides to the polls. I know I got friends that don't have licenses and vehicle to get somewhere. So I mean,
where do you vote?
Anything you can do before, like your early voting is going to be at the Annex building there. It's just south of 141 West Wood Street. There's the old Ambassador building there down. It's the old wrestling area. They put that locomotive on the side of it. So there's a parking lot there. There's 2-hour parking on the roadsides if it's available, but most
so on the early vote day, that's where you go.
That's where you go. Yeah, and then the March 17th date, the date of the primary, you'll have to go to your polling center.
Right. Which there's several of.
Yeah, there's probably 20 or 30.
Right. Yeah. And what we'll even do when it gets closer to that time, I'll even find a few of these places and we'll just go walk them and like point it out. So the public, I think that's a thing too. If someone goes, I'll do it. How, when, where, what?
Yep. It's a
generational thing too. Yeah. If their parents don't vote, their sister didn't vote, they don't vote.
Their children aren't going to vote.
Yeah, but it is like going, hey, but we can't bitch about our community if we don't even try to make a stand. Yeah,
Yeah, we've got to make some positive changes in our community. We got to do more with our kids. We got to do more with give them other opportunities than just getting in trouble.
Yeah. Well, if the position turns you into a grumpy fucking old man in 8 years, then we're going to tell you to get the fuck out of here.
I don't plan on doing any more than that. I plan on if I'm blessed enough to get my first chance, I'll earn my second. And my plan is to do 2 terms and get out of Dodge.
Yeah. Try to get it on pace.
Still be a member of the community and help where I can.
Yeah.
But I want to be a positive change. That my prayer is that in 8 years after I guess it'd be December 1st of this coming year, that people will say that he came in and he really made a difference. That's my goal. So, and
I still am confident. I know it seems like you got your legs cut out a little bit just because of a stupid.
Oh yeah.
Again, you take the weight for it. I understand. It is your fault. No problem. No questions asked. But that seems like somebody was digging for a reason and not let you be on the fucking ballot.
When it's the Republican side that catches it and they're the ones that come after you, and it's like, how wonderful is that?
What team am I on?
Yeah. Makes you real proud to be a Republican.
But no, so there's not a Democrat? Like, that isn't even a thing?
No.
Oh, so it is just you guys run against each other, and then after that, if there was a Democrat, that's when you would run against.
Yep. And see, I tried to get it to where I could run independent on the general election. That way, my name would be on the ballot. But due to already coming out as a Republican registered vote candidate, I wasn't allowed to do that. So I couldn't change that. Like, I think it was Shannon Seal that tried to run as a Democrat, but she had already registered as a Republican.
Yeah.
And that's what had pulled her out of that last attempt after Cody Moore had lost the primary.
I was going to say, hell, Trump was a Democrat his whole life, and then was like, all right, I got this shit. Whatever. How about we make that shit matter less? And
we've tipped plus Republican here in our county, several years ago.
Right.
So, it is a more Republican base.
How crazy is it? How much our
blue collar jobs are gone?
We're a Chicago-ran city that's not Chicago at all.
Yeah.
I mean, state. That's most of it's not Chicago, so it is fucking weird.
Exactly.
But what do you do? Well, dude, I appreciate you coming in. Of course, I'm going to plug it. Yeah. Well, and I think that's it. I
can't tell you how much response I had after our first interaction. I had people calling me that I didn't even know.
That was great, dude.
I had so many DPD officers text me and say, "Man, you already had my vote, but now I'm telling everybody I know."
That's good, dude.
And it just makes you feel so good, and it gives you that power to go that extra day. And it's like.
Well, so my parents go to a pretty big church, right? My mom's pretty involved. She freaking loves you. And I went out to help. They do the Helping Hands food and clothing pantry. It was like, and they asked if I'd come. Oddly enough, they have to have like security out there because people try to steal shit.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So I was out there doing that, and I've been doing this podcast for a year. I've had 80 some guests, and I was the guy who interviewed the sheriff. And I'm going, that's it. I'll take that. Okay. Yeah. So my mom's playing this one for you guys.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I've had so many people, and then it's such I don't know, the older community, and it seems like a lot of women too. And it's like, they're just so sweet. Like, I need my sign. And
yeah. Oh, yeah. My mom told me like a couple weeks ago. It was like, we got our sign.
Yeah. And then I'll get it to them, and they'll be all excited and thank me on, it's something they don't have a lot in their life.
No,
some of them probably have husbands that have passed, widowed, but it's just encouraging.
Well, and I think that was, my parents have been around. I mean, they're in their 70s. And so, and I was raised to, respect law enforcement, all that.
Oh, yeah.
But we also knew, one of my coaches as a Little League kid was a police officer, and he was a cop, dude.
Yeah.
He was that. He's kind of a dick, you know what I mean? Which my parents liked that structure of coaching.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so I think that's it, is you're not that. Like,
no.
Even when I'm sitting down with the dude who's running for sheriff, I know it was like, I can't imagine that going well. It's like, I don't know. Yeah. And then it's like, well, no. He's just a dude. Like, we're all just dudes, man. With different jobs.
Yeah. And gonna be, like I think I told you last time, it's like, dude, we're going to be together at Walmart. We're going to be together at Walgreens, Kroger's.
We can only eat so many places. We can only go to so many concert venues.
Tall boys you're going to run into these people. Some of them are the people I arrest. That's why I don't make enemies if I don't have to.
Right. Well, again, and you're going, the people who break the law know that I didn't make the law. No. I'm just here to go, how can we do this, man?
Yeah. How can we do this without bloody in our knuckles? Let's just do this and get it over with.
Yeah.
And the Safety Act has made it a little easier, I think, on getting into it hands-on, because they know they're going to get out.
Yeah.
But it's not been any better for our victims. Our victims are being multitudes.
It's insane.
Yeah. And then
I just called the cops on this person. They're back over here.
Yeah. Same offenders, same victim. It's like, this is ridiculous. And I think I saw something yesterday where Pritzker said he was not or he was willing to look at possible rewriting on some of the Safety Act. It's like, you think? Maybe we ought to get together. Yeah. So, that's something that
that's not acknowledged as being the fucking craziest rule ever? I can't imagine up into the city. That's got to be insane.
I would assume the pressure from the feds up in Chicago and everything else is getting him to probably try to loosen the grip a little bit to get some people behind
cops are out there writing NTAs 100 a day.
I know.
Here.
And we still process them through our jail, generally.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's something somebody's already had contact with them before and very, very near past. That way they get a newer picture, things like that.
So when you're going, if someone's got a warrant and you're looking for them, you already know, like, well, I'm not taking them to jail unless they act like an asshole.
Well, generally right now, because of the deal, they're going to be violating their pretrial release, so they're going to go to jail.
Oh, if there's the warrant is the only way you're going to jail. Yeah. When you get in trouble, you're fine.
Yeah, when you get in trouble, you're going to get your NTA. And
but if you violate disregard that shit,
then you're in trouble. Yeah. So it's basically just a one.
Yeah,
it's like we smack this hand this time, the next one we smack them both,
Right.
And they still may not stay there the whole day, depending on what time they get arrested. I mean, if they get arrested at nighttime, they're just going to have to see the judge at 9 or 10 in the morning.
It's such a weird rule.
It is.
I just don't understand what part of it, what made sense.
None of it.
Well, and when I had Jay in here, and he's like, his even stance was that, you can't be privileged because you have money to be able to commit crimes, to be able to get out. And I go, why not? Why not? How about no one?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you're broke, you definitely shouldn't break the law and get caught.
No.
So let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It's always, you need a lawyer, right? You need a bond money. You need to go, well, let's treat everyone equally. The people who are planning to break the laws, who are talking about, let's make sure they get treated equally.
No.
Like, what the fuck?
Not right. No.
Yeah. Either way, that's a whole nother. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we just get handed down what we're going to do down here.
And every victim's different. I mean, you got some victims that are millionaires that it really doesn't affect them as much, except for the fact that they had somebody intrude their private space.
Sure.
But it's just a basic matter of just replacing the items, for them.
Right.
But you get some people that are victims, and it's like
that's all they got.
I've been up to the Christian Village up in Forsyth, and I mean, this lady. She's widowed. They stole her husband's wallet that had his original World War II military ID in it. It had his military card in there, his last driver's license.
Priceless
it was just
shit.
A priceless thing to her. That was the only thing she gave a crap about that was missing was her husband's wallet. And damn well they took it, looked through it for money, and tossed it.
Yeah, it didn't mean shit.
And it meant so much to her. And it's just like when you see things like that.
Yeah, you're like, shitty. What a shitty fucking person. Yeah.
Just going into somebody's home,
Oh, yeah.
And that's a knit village,
Yeah.
And that scared, I guarantee that the neighbors were just as scared as she was, because they're all living out there single pretty much.
Right. To have someone in your space like that, man.
But the one thing I will say, though, is Snyder was the sheriff at that point, and he came out himself. I remember sitting on the couch with him, the victim, and me, and just talking to her, and it was a really good experience, and he took it really serious, and he knew how upset she was.
Right. Well, if you put yourself there, it makes sense.
Yeah, and to my knowledge, she wasn't like somebody that her last name wasn't a real fancy last name. Yeah. Not that it didn't matter.
No, I mean, it wasn't. Same.
But it's like
it wasn't like a red carpet because of her last name.
Yeah, it wasn't like something that a sheriff would come out because of who it was, mom or something.
Right.
He generally cared.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was so cool to see that happen. So
that is
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, and we started doing a lot of extra patrol through there, just try to get their nerves down and stuff.
Yeah, shit happens.
But it's pretty protected there. They got neighbors all over off of Weaver, and the golf course to the south of them, parks. Yeah, so it's
ballsy move to go up in there.
Yeah, it's rude, very rude,
crazy.
Yeah.
And they're all older people, right?
All elderly, yeah.
Make sure one of them old men don't put one in your ass over there. Right?
I know it. It's scary. But yeah.
Well, no, but I think you're still right on track, man. It probably seems hard to look at it like that because it's yours. You're on the inside and you're going, fuck, am I going backwards? I don't think you are at all, dude.
Yeah, it's going to take a chore. And like I say, it was already going to take a chore, I think, anyway.
Right.
But I don't feel like I haven't lost anybody that I had.
Right.
And I know that I've gained, probably 40, 50 followers on my Facebook page since this has happened.
Yep.
A lot of people are disappointed that something that's stupid would cast me off of a ballot of a public opinion election.
Right.
And, if it makes them feel proud to do that, then I'm glad for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you can't win...
Well,
if you want to win and you can't, you got to fucking play dirty. That's kind of how some people, they can't just go, maybe I'm not the one.
And maybe I've intimidated him a little bit. Maybe he feels that I do have a little more support than
There's not a fucking doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a little hot.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I think so.
Well, people out there listening, you just heard him describe it. We're going to tell you again. We're going to show you again. I'll even post a video later again talking about it. And then again, whenever February rolls up. But the only difference is underneath the current sheriff's name, there's going to be another line for a write-in, and you're going to write Shane Beck. It's spelled just like this. Fill in the color in that oval, Shane Beck. It's really simple. Help. He didn't number some pages, so his name doesn't get on it. Just put it there. It's simple. I think it's easy.
It is.
I mean, the people who are going to come out, like you said, he didn't lose anybody, but I think it's the people in the community who vote, especially like my parents' age. All of them vote because that's just how they roll. Get your kids. Tell your kids and their kids and your nieces and nephews, and even if you don't think they give a shit, say, "Well, come on, I give a shit, so you need to come on."
Yeah,
it's important.
Well, it's just like I said. With like I said with I know these people care about us.
Come on, bro.
If you want to show us that caring, then do your due diligence and get out and talk to somebody you know that works in our department.
Oh,
I don't care whether it's probation, parole, whatever it is.
Yeah.
They cannot talk about it while they're on duty or in uniform.
Right.
But if you know them personally, question people about it. Make a good decision.
Right.
This is our chance to make a difference in Macon County, or we can go with the mainstream blowhards that think they know what's right for everybody.
Right.
So I think it's time for all of us to band together, stand up, be proud of where we live, what we do, and let's make a difference.
Yeah. It's not the sheriff's department against the community. It's a big part of leading the community.
It's about us putting those pieces together and making it a better community again.
Yeah, for sure.
And working with each other that wants to do it, and getting on the same page.
Yeah.
There's a lot of efforts out there just about streamlining it and getting them all together. And
right.
We got so many good people in this town.
Yeah, you're just ruffling up right now. This is somebody's just job, not their passion, not their anything. It's just a job.
Yep.
And you're turning it back into something that's a passion, how it should be.
Yeah.
And when you lose your passion, it's time.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure, I don't know, but
it's a demon I'm fighting right now because it's like I'm fighting such a ugly thing that I didn't think I would ever fight.
Right.
Yeah. Like I go and I walk next to one of the two guys that are leading our department, and it's like you can feel the hate.
Yeah. If they could black
my
bag my head and fucking tack me into the claws, I'd be dead, gone.
It's horrible. And it's like, I don't deserve that.
Well, and you're not on, I mean, for the sake of what's going on for the next couple months, yes, but you guys are still on the same team.
Yeah.
Right?
We're fighting the same fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I hope nothing goes down and I need backup because I'm fucked right now.
Well, that better not be the issue there at all, because that's
what I'm saying.
The cardinal rule.
Yeah,
don't give a shit if it's the worst deputy area. You're bringing all freaking bullets. It's just, you got to be that way.
Yeah. I don't envy it. I mean, I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome what you're doing, and no tapping out. You're going to win it.
No, I'm not a quitter.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. And if it don't go your way, then it don't. But I don't know. I don't see it. It seems like you got a pretty powerful train moving.
Yeah. Everybody always tells me they think I got an aura around me when they talk to me. I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, you do, though.
I hope to God it is, because...
Yeah. No, you do. You do. And that's I can only describe it as just being... And normal's a fucking dumbass description, but you just seem like a regular guy, man.
Yep. Well, I am.
Yeah, there you go. That's the answer as well.
I'm the type of person.
It is because it is.
I don't like to say that they're my employee. I don't like to say that I'm their boss.
We work
together.
Yeah.
That's the type of person I am.
Yeah.
And that's the type of atmosphere I like. And I think is right, and it's rewarding to people.
There you go. Well, dude, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me, man.
Clear in the air, telling us how the write-in thing works and all that. And we'll keep pushing for you. There you go. Shane Beck, Macon County Sheriff 2026. Get out here in February, early vote March. It's going down. And stay tuned till then. Until next time, be kind to each other. And we'll catch you in 5 days. Thank you.
Thanks.
There we go. Hey, thanks again for joining me for this episode. Before you sign off, here's a quick word from the companies who make it possible for us to do this. Aerial Elite Solutions, when it comes to drone technology, no one does it better. From solar inspections to construction monitoring to telecom towers to wind turbine blades to real estate coverage to event showcasing, AES brings the sky to your side with unmatched quality, precision, and speed. Reach out to Aerial Elite Solutions at flyaes.com and see how they can elevate your business today. Midwest Lightning Rods. For nearly a century, they've been protecting homes, farms, and businesses from one of nature's most destructive forces. When lightning strikes, they make sure that you're covered the right way and the safe way. Contact MLR today at lightningstrikes-weprotect.com to see how you can become part of the community protected by MLR. Support local, trust the best. Aerial Elite Solutions, Midwest Lightning Rods. Excellence from the ground to the sky. Thank you again, and we'll catch you in 5 days. Until then, be kind to each other.
Yo, we on business. Yo, we out here hitting that grind. Podcast vibes, letting loose, unwind. Next on the mic, yeah, he flexing with pride. Meeting dope souls, taking you on the ride. Talking about life, not just that paper. Doing it big, ain't no time for a hater. People yap behind his back, but we rise like the sun. Gather round, fam, we just having some fun. Beyond business, it's a vibe, feel that thrill, getting intimate. May even get your heart filled. Meeting the legends, those raw and real. Digging deep thoughts, show you how to feel. From the block to the boardroom, we making that move. Beyond business, baby, yeah, we got the groove. Shout out to the hustlers, the real straight thugs. We all eat together, no need for the drugs. Yeah, you blessed with the gift, determined to thrive. Nick's breaking it down, keeping that fire alive. Let's go deep like the ocean, no bluff. Beyond business, baby, we can't get enough.